You see the little shit going. That's a video.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. According to the Ring magazine, Tyson Fury is named ahead of Anthony Joshua in their Ring magazine's top 10 list. Okay? Now, Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight boxer in the world according to Ring magazine's latest rankings. Okay? Of course, we know that a lot of argument has been who's number one now, okay? And a lot of people would argue that Tyson Fury is number one. You know, his record is 30-0. Joshua's 23-1, okay? And of course, Tyson Fury is known lately for beating Deontay Wilder the way he did, okay? And you know, these guys have agreed to fight. So the Ring magazine, I think, the rankings, I think if this was unbiased, without a shadow of a doubt, because remember, Tyson Fury was once upon a time the Ring magazine heavyweight champ, you know, in which he got stripped or whatnot. But I think he's always had high regards. However, that's just a theory. I think what Ring magazine was doing is they were viewing the heavyweights in their activity in present accomplishments. What have they done lately? I know a lot of people hasn't done much this year, but I'm talking about their last performance. How good was it really? You know, and if you look at Anthony Joshua boxing Andy Ruiz compared to annihilation of 7 rounds of Deontay Wilder, an undefeated fighter, if they're going by those standards and those standards alone, we have, without a shadow of a doubt, it has to be Tyson Fury. Now, who else down this list, you know, I won't really go into right now. I will break that down in another video. But I did want to tell you guys why I feel that Ring magazine would, or a reason I would feel they would want to go by. You know, and it's all about boxing is what you did lately. It's not really about who you beat 4 or 5 years ago. That really doesn't matter unless those people you beat 4 or 5 years ago haven't lost since you beat them. Okay? So it's one of those things where Tyson Fury has had the opportunity, made the opportunity, and capitalized on the opportunity twice in a row, okay, when it came to Deontay Wilder, because a lot of people thought he outboxed Deontay. Then, of course, we know the second fight, he just picked him apart and beat him up, roughed him up. You know the story. So I think that's why. I have no problems with Tyson Fury over Anthony Joshua at the time based on why I think they ranked it. But if it's anything else, whatever. You know, because before the Wilder fight, you had 2 guys that we never heard of. I never heard of them. Otto Vailane never heard of them. Tom Swartz never heard of them. You know, then you drawed with Deontay Wilder. Then you fought 2 more guys that we never heard of. So, you know, again, if they're basing it off the last accomplishment of each fighter, they can take into consideration that he's undefeated, he hasn't been beat. They could also take into consideration that he beat up Deontay Wilder and was the first one to do it. Will he be the last? We don't know. However, he was the first to do it. Okay. Now, I think I have no problem with it. If these guys get past their opponent, this won't be an issue anyway. Then we'll see who's number one. Just like they called last year, they called Fury number 1, Wilder number 2, or Fury number 1.1, Wilder number, Fury 1A, Deontay Wilder 1B, something like that, right? Now we have what we have, okay? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Ring magazine ranking Tyson Fury ahead of Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe, leave your comments below, hit the like button, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.